You know what's crazy? A few years ago, people were talking about AI would take away our jobs. And cut to today, AI is actually creating jobs, and that too in a field you would have never expected, and that's sustainability. Think about it. AI can predict floods before they happen. It can optimize supply chain to reduce carbon emissions, and it can also design energy efficient buildings. So does that mean AI is going to save the planet? Well, here's the catch. While AI is helping us fight climate change, it is secretly also fueling it. Training a single large AI model can emit as much carbon as several cars would emit in their entire lifetime. And let's just not discuss about water. And yet, companies are hiring thousands of people to make AI smarter, greener, and more ethical. And if you're someone looking for a meaningful career ahead, AI and sustainability could be the most powerful combination for the coming decade. But let's ask the real question. Can AI really make the planet more sustainable? Or is it just another creative illusion? So, watch this video till the end to know more about AI and sustainability. Let's get started. Hi guys, welcome back to genSustainable. And as you must have understood by now, today we are going to discuss a very important concept. If AI is out there to save our planet and be the most sustainable tool that we could have, or AI is just fueling climate change and it's an illusion created to distract us from actual sustainability goals. So, first, let's set the context clear that AI is no more a futuristic thing, and it's already here within us, happening each and every day, and we are slowly requiring AI for our day-to-day needs. And AI has literally become the backbone of modern economy, from AI being used in households for simple tasks to AI being used to run large scale factories and industries. Slowly, we are getting to that day where human life would completely be dependent on AI. And talking about sustainability, sustainability is no more the side project. Sustainability is gaining momentum each day, where people have started asking the question, how can we grow without destroying the planet? And when you bring both of these things together, AI and sustainability, it creates the most powerful combination for the decade, which can give you job, because both are the most in demand and the most booming sectors right now due to their needs, use, and popularization. Roles like sustainable data analyst, having the knowledge of AI, are rising each day and are flooding job portals. So, if you're someone looking for a job in sustainability and have a drive for data, tech, and AI, this is the right video for you to understand how you can actually make an impact for the planet with your super skills of tech and AI. Because, hey, while AI is the most powerful tool used in sustainability data analysis, AI is also a very power hungry tool which requires lots of energy consumption, causes a lot of GHG emission, and also requires huge amount of fresh water to cool its system. And let's not forget about the ethical issues AI can cause due to copyright issues or plagiarism. So if you really want to make an impact, you need to understand both the sides of the coins of how AI can help, and at the same time how AI is actually disturbing the planet. So first, let's begin with the good things, because when AI is used right, it is not just a smart tool, but it's a smart planet savior tool. So let's begin with climate data analysis. Now, AI models can analyze climate data of decades to predict floods, droughts, and even wildfires. And scientists are using it each day to get an early warning signal of disasters so that we are prepared well in advance. And Google's AI flood forecasting system can now cover entire river basins in countries like India and Bangladesh, so that floods can be detected early on to not just save human life but also save agriculture and crops. And let's not forget energy efficiency. These huge data centers who use tons and tons of energy to run the internet. A few years back, Google used AI to reduce its cooling energy demand by 40%. And this is not just another energy reduction technique, it actually saved tons and tons of greenhouse gas emissions. And this model is now being replicated in several cities to make their electricity grid smarter, so that there is avoidance of wastage of electricity in distribution and there is energy efficiency efficiency with enhanced decision making to not just reduce energy demand but to also avoid huge sum of GHG emissions. And let's not forget AI smart agriculture, where farmers are using AI tools to predict how much water is required, when is it required, how much fertilizers are required for growing the crops efficiently, so that we can reduce energy and water demand for watering the crops and also reduce GHG emissions through the use of less fertilizers. And let's not forget how AI is shaping global supply chains, where it's able to predict the smallest route to avoid emissions and fuel consumption, as well as save a lot of time. And it's a game changer in the supply chain industry. So, yes, when it comes to making sustainable decisions, AI is the game changer because it can predict smarter, predict better, analyze tons and tons of data spread over decades, and give us smart options to make smart decisions. So, in a way, if you look at one side of the coin, yes, AI is the savior of the planet and the last hope to make the planet sustainable. But now let's just flip the coin and see the other side of the coin. Now, while AI might be sounding like a miracle, let's not forget the huge amount of energy AI models require. Just to train a simple AI model, you need so much of energy and there is so much of emission that almost 7 to 10 cars might be emitting in their entire lifetime. And let's not forget the freshwater consumption. I just read an article some time back that doing one simple search on ChatGPT can require 500 ml of fresh water for cooling the data centers. So imagine all of the search which goes on ChatGPT or any other large language model by all of us throughout the day, how much amount of fresh water it is consuming. And imagine how much amount of electricity is being consumed by these data centers. While these data centers, on one hand, are giving us smart choices and smart outcomes to reduce energy consumption in grids in the cities, at the same time, they are themselves consuming so much of energy. And let's not forget the hardware used in AI systems. They require rare metals and minerals like lithium and cobalt, whose mining causes severe ethical issues. So, again, human rights are going at a huge toss while using these AI systems. On one side, AI is able to predict droughts, but drinking all of the water out there. And on the other side, AI is predicting how to make the supply chain ethical while causing ethics issues in its own supply chain to mine rare metals and minerals. And if we don't ask these questions and find solutions right now, AI could just become another gimmick who, in the name of sustainability, actually went ahead and destroyed the planet and depleted all of its resources. Because let's be real, we just have one earth and limited resources, and that's why we are struggling to make it more sustainable. So now that we know both sides of the coin, let's think about it. Is it possible to make AI sustainable? So while AI is predicting droughts in one part of the world, is it possible that it doesn't consume fresh water in other part of the world? Well, the good news is that scientists are already working towards this to make AI models and hardware more efficient. Some of the tech giants today are already experimenting with using renewable energy for their data centers from solar, wind, hydro, and some are even experimenting for nuclear reactors to provide unlimited clean nuclear energy to power these huge data centers. So this means that the day is not far when every search on an AI model can be emission free and consuming minimum amount of energy, and that too renewable energy. And then there is other thing called as AI self optimization, where AI models are trained to optimize their own requirements ranging from energy requirements, water requirements, waste generations, and resource requirements, so that AI models predict the requirements of their own system and reduce energy consumption, emissions, and waste generation. I know it sounds ironic, but it's a crazy idea in itself if AI, who is already able to predict droughts and energy efficiency for others, can do it for itself. And there is already a lot of experimentation going on for green AI and smarter AI systems, where AI would no longer require so much of energy or water to run and operate smoothly. So if these experiments come true in the coming years, AI would actually be using the least amount of water and energy and would, while it's predicting sustainable solution in some other part of the world. And finally, policy and accountability. People are now realizing that the emission data which companies also need to include emissions occurring from the use of AI. So the day is not far away where companies would also have to report on scope 3 emissions caused by the use of AI. And in this way, we would actually be increasing the transparency of our own consumptions by the use of AI, which are currently hidden. So, answering the simple question, can AI be more sustainable? Yes, obviously, AI can be more sustainable, but that's not an automatic process. It requires human intent because AI finally gives the output to the input we provide it. So, if we humans have the intent of having sustainable solutions and to make AI sustainable, we need to input and train our AI models in a way so that it gives us the output of sustainability. So, to cut long story short, train your ChatGPT model to give you sustainable solutions, and you will be finding sustainable solutions the next moment. And now let's come to the real question for today. Can AI save the planet? Well, AI alone cannot save the planet without human intent because we as humans need to train our AI model to serve the planet and not the other way around. AI can be used to detect illegal deforestation, but the same AI can be used for overproduction, which can lead to forest degradation. AI can be used to reduce water consumption, but the same AI can be used to track consumer behavior and to produce more goods that consume more water. And the AI that can be used to predict energy efficiency and GHG reduction can also be trained to produce cheap and convenient goods in a short amount of time. So AI can only save the planet if we humans intend to save the planet. So the short answer, AI itself cannot save the planet, but people who are empowered with AI and guided by a purpose can definitely be the flag bearers in saving the planet. So think over it and let me know in the comments below how you think AI can contribute ahead and save the planet. And if you're a tech savvy or a data driven person, let me know some of the new cool updates in the world of tech and AI that can actually be used to save the planet and make it more sustainable. And do let me know in the comments below what other video topics would you like me to consider till we come back with another interesting topic. So till then, stay impactful, stay gen sustainable. Bye bye.